Well, what a great day this is. Matthew and Charis are getting married. And what a lovely day. Summer has finally decided to show its face. We're thrilled that you're here to witness the commitment to one another, Matthew and Charis, and to share in their celebration.
But anyway, good afternoon, everyone, and could I thank everyone for coming along on this very special occasion. I want to talk a little about our youngest child, Charis, born the 11th of the 5th, 2000, a millennium baby. We did wonder, being the youngest child, how she would cope with all her older siblings. We were quick to find out that there was no such concerns, because she had an abundance, confidence, assurance, willpower, determination. But she's a people person. She cares and loves for others, meeting people, and this is evidence from the diverse range of people here today. So a couple of years ago, this young man arrived on the scene, young Matthew Armstrong from Pavidi. So the more we got to know this young man, the more evident it was how much he loved and cared for our daughter. So anyway, towards the end of last year, I was getting these subtle hints that Matthew was going to ask me a question. And after about 4 attempts and 4 false dawns, he eventually picked up courage. One night he came along and stayed about 4.5 hours. And eventually picked up the courage to ask the question. And Linda and I, she was listening at the back of the door, of course we said yes. So, and because of Charis' love of all things French, he proposed to her in French, down in the Riviera somewhere with some picturesque view. So here we are today, and it just remains for me to welcome Matthew into the Nevin family. And I would like to wish them God's richest blessing in the future, remembering that marriage is not just a 2-way thing, rather 3 ways, including their Heavenly Father. So ladies and gentlemen, Matthew and Charis.
I'd like to welcome everybody here today on such a happy occasion. So now a little bit about the groom. Matthew arrived on the 19th of June 1999. So Garver primarily up to Dalriada, where Matthew excelled in his studies and enjoyed his sporting activities. In fact, I often wonder how many times he and Charis might have passed each other in the corridors, not realising to be sitting here today. So during his academic studies and now working in Cottonmount, he's quietly determined, very successful, but always modest in what he achieves. So Linda and I are immensely proud of the young man Matthew has become. As a son and brother, he's loving, kind, smart, funny. So now to Charis and their love story. We met Charis a few times before they became official, and we found her to be very, very shy and quiet. No, seriously, we were immediately bowled over by this lovely, confident, vibrant young lady with such a bubbly personality and a caring nature. We'd like to congratulate the new Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong and welcome Charis into the Armstrong family. You're very welcome, Charis.
Call upon the persons present to witness that I, Matthew James Christie Armstrong, take you, Charis Rachel Ann Nevin, to be my wife, to have and to hold, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, for sickness and in health, from this day forward, as long as we both shall live.
I call upon the persons present to witness that I, Charis Rachel Ann Nevin, take you, Matthew James Christie Armstrong, to be my husband, to have and to hold, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, from this day forward, as long as we both shall live.
The words are said, the promises made, the rings symbolizing your love and loyalty for each other firmly in place. Matthew and Charis, you have committed yourselves to one another before God. I now declare you to be husband and wife. Go ahead.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Alice, and I have known Charis since our very first day of Dalriada School. Charis, my best friend, you truly are the biggest encourager I have ever met. You make people feel like they are the best at anything that they do, and you have this amazing ability to make anyone feel at home. Matthew, you're just great And honestly, what this chapter of living with Charis has shown me is that there is no one that makes Charis feel so happy, silly and joy-filled and slows her down quite like you. And before I finish up, here is a little piece of advice from Charis's favourite poem. May you never be too busy to help bear each other's load. Then you'll be drinking from the saucer because your cups have overflowed. Here is to the new Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong. To all of our wonderful friends and family. I just want to thank a few very special people. Thank you, Mum and Dad. Thank you for your constant support when I have been really hard work, for the endless encouragement and financial support whenever I've been trying to pursue all of my dreams. I have been so blessed to have been born into such a chaotic family, yet one that is so rich in love. And I'm so proud to call you my Mum and Dad. To my husband, my gorgeous Matthew, I love you. I love your silly sense of humour that I get all the time and it matches mine. I love how laid back you are about some things and so incredibly not laid back about others. And I just love how you have come into my life and helped me to slow down and enjoy the present. I'm so grateful that back in 2021, God saw fit to bring our lives together. And I don't take it lightly that I get to walk with you, that I get to learn with you, and that I get to serve you. Whatever this life holds, we're in it together. And I love you so much.
On behalf of my wife and I just thank you so much for all being here with us. To talk about thank yous, I knew I had to start with my own parents. The reason why I'm here today, the Lord has blessed me with such an incredibly loving, caring, here we go, all right, we're 30 seconds in, a tight-knit family. I'm truly blessed to have had the greatest role model a son could ever ask for. But more than that, it's the love you both have for each other that has always been so clearly obvious. Seeing the way you support one another and care for one another has been a true motivation of mine growing up. And I just thank you so much for your love and your prayers and your words of affirmation. But last and definitely not least, to my beautiful wife. Charis, you've brought so much love, excitement and countless new amazing people into my life, many of whom are here today. You fill the space in my heart that I didn't know was there, and now I can't imagine my life without you. You truly are the brightest light in every single room, the life and soul of every moment you're a part of, and somehow you chose me. I still don't know how I got so lucky, but I thank God every single day for the honour of loving you always.